we can take it because we also know we can
Probably beat half of them.
Yeah.
So true.
But it's like, this is exactly why we don't feel comfortable. And our girls that are a part of SheSaidGolf, this is why they don't feel comfortable.
Welcome to GolfTrekking, the essential podcast for the passionate golfer. I'm Ashley Husing, and I'll be your host as we explore the most innovative programs, facilities, and professionals shaping the future of golf. Hi guys, Ashley Husing here, your GolfTrekking with Ashley. We're here in Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
It's my first time in the RV to Pennsylvania, by the way, guys. Ooh. And I am joined by these incredible women that I'm excited to talk to, Jamie Mowery and Julie Young, but also known as SheSaidGolf.
That's what she said.
That's what she said. I'm so excited to be here with you ladies. We're at your Tea Hall event.
Yes.
Hence the amazing outfits.
Yes. We're not golfing today.
Okay.
But
that's okay.
We can maybe pull it off.
Yeah.
You absolutely can pull it off. Well, what you didn't see and what you'll see in some of the footage here is that there are a lot of ladies here golfing, and that's why we're here. So we're going to talk about how SheSaidGolf is growing the game with women and how this has evolved over 1 year, which is crazy.
Yeah, I know.
Can you start by sharing the inspiration behind your decision to create a women's empowerment group centered around golf?
Yeah. So Julie and I are sisters, not just like sisters. Like we're very
sisters.
Yeah, blood sisters, and we grew up in a family that loved to golf. And so we were lucky to be able to go out on a golf course frequently with our parents, our brother, and we watched our parents golf together. But we didn't really like it when we were younger. Like we'd always be like, oh my gosh,
Slow, boring.
So we wanted to play all of the fun sports. Like we both played softball and field hockey. And it wasn't until we started working really that we realized how important golf kind of was in career building and company culture. And Julie plays in a lot of scrambles with her work. So we, as we got older, we would have so many women come up to us and say, I need to learn how to golf. My husband golfs, my work golfs, and like, how do I get started? And Julie and I were kind of like, we didn't know how to tell them because we just kind of grew up playing.
Right.
And we realized there really wasn't a place for women that, you know, may not be members at a club, who don't have husbands that play, who don't have parents that play, to learn. So we decided last year in May, we were like, let's meet up at a range and we'll just put it out there. I think we posted once about meeting, and we had 70 women show up.
So
70?
yes, and so we're so fortunate. So we're here at Liberty Forge. They have a fabulous range facility across the street from their course, and they have a bar, a restaurant, covered bays, live music on Thursday nights. So it was a perfect setting that we could intermix our golf gals and the public. You know, we have so many people that are there just hanging out at the range. Like, what's going on here? So it's just very conducive for a group of women to show up. And it's just...
And no pressure at the range, right? Like you don't need to have clubs.
Yeah,
Because golf is an expensive sport to get into. So if you don't know if you like it, you're not going to go buy $500 worth of clubs.
Yes.
To play maybe once and not like it. So we bring clubs, we bring pros. I think that kind of sets us apart too. We understand, like, women, we don't want to hit the ball badly. We want to learn and we want to do it right.
Yeah.
So we bring pros and they walk around and help with your grip and
light
do all of that.
instruction. And then hopefully they get, you know, some clientele from that as well.
Oh, so win-win.
Yeah,
So you
win-win.
partner with, or do you have the pros come from here, or do you have them from?
So we
like,
partner
local
with
areas?
Golf Galaxy.
Okay.
And a couple other of our country clubs that are local that we have good relationships with. So we kind of do a rotating.
That's wonderful. Wow. Okay, so tell me how it's evolved in the 1 year, like year and 2 months that you guys have.
Oh my goodness. I think we are so lucky. We have a really supportive group of local women. Our friend group, our golf gals, our career connections, and you know, Jamie is a social media guru, so she manages our account, and you know, we just do content in the moment. I think that's something that sets us apart. We play in a Tuesday night league with some of our original gals that are here today. And, you know, Jamie comes with an idea, we just do it, execute it. It's raw, it's real. And I think that's what kind of speaks volumes to the social media community. You know, we're not, you know, trying to look and play the perfect golf part. We are, you know, some days we golf beautifully. Other days we golf like crap, you know, and so we just make it real.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's made us so successful is we're relatable.
Yes. I think gone are the days of like having these perfect posts and perfectly, you know,
Curated.
curated like content and everything. I mean, yeah, there's a little bit of an element there, but I think it's like people are craving authenticity and just real. Like, okay, so then let's segue into any challenges that you guys have had over the last year. What have you found, like, with building this networking group? And
Well, one of our first posts that went kind of viral, we posted, we were driving to the beach, and I just had this idea. We had been playing with two girlfriends the night before, and we show up to the course, and we're just excited to play. It's like a Sunday night, and a guy goes, "Are you guys just dressed the part today, or are you actually golfing?" And
oh my god,
we're like,
I hope that guy is watching.
Yes,
I feel bad about
I
that
think he
comment.
does watch.
Yeah. And we're like, oh, haha. You know, you brush those things off, and we've heard it many times.
Yeah.
And then a couple minutes later, a guy pulls up his cart. He goes, "How much do they charge you ladies to play here?" And then
it was very
literally,
bizarre.
like
Yes.
an hour later, someone goes, "Are you allowed to play 18 today or just 9?" And we're like driving to the beach, and I'm like, "Julie, all of those comments." I said, "This is why women don't golf, because we've golfed for years, and they still make us feel uncomfortable."
Yeah.
So I'm like, "This is why we can't golf." So I posted it, and it took 5 seconds to post. I threw it together. I was like, "What were those other comments?" And that was when we first saw all of the comments from people across the country going, "Oh my gosh, this happens to
Yeah,
me.
this-
This has happened to me. This is and I said to Julie, I'm like, "This is why we're having the issues we're having."
Yeah. That's awful to hear.
Yeah.
I mean, that is awful. If you ever think about having thoughts like that and making comments to women like that, I would hope that you would pause and take a moment.
Yes.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
But that lit the fire for you.
Yeah,
it's
so, and we're very lucky. We come from a family, our father is probably one of our biggest cheerleaders, always has been,
Yeah.
on and off the golf course. So we're not,
She just stopped.
That's okay.
we're not used to that type of mentality
no.
from men.
No.
So we're like, what is going on? I have a daughter. My whole mission is to make her a strong, independent woman.
Yeah.
That's what we view ourselves as, but that doesn't make us not immune to those comments
Yeah.
or affected by them. So
Well, and it's more for the other girls.
Yeah.
Like when I'm like, you know what? We can take it, because we also know we can,
probably beat half of them.
yeah.
So true.
But it's like, this is exactly why we don't feel comfortable, and our girls that are part of SheSaidGolf, this is why they don't feel comfortable.
Right.
I'm like, we totally get it. We've had some horror stories of girls in our group who have gone out to play, and they've been played through, and we get it, right?
Yeah.
You do have to know the etiquette.
Yes.
That is part of our goal,
Yes.
is to teach women. We say all the time, we started doing 9-hole mixers once a month to get, because the range is great, but they need to get on the course, right?
Yes.
We're like, pick up the ball. Having a bad hole, pick up the ball.
Doesn't
No
matter.
one cares.
Yeah, yeah.
No one cares.
No one cares.
Because that's how our dad would teach us. We'd just go out, we'd hit a ball, we'd pick it up, we'd go drop it, we'd hit a ball, and
Yeah.
I don't think women understand that is how you learn. Like, you don't have to play a full 18. That's actually, I just started playing 18 holes.
Yeah.
Like, it's not you don't have to do that
Yeah.
to golf.
So there's a program that I absolutely love. It's in Iowa, and oh my God, I'm drawing a blank on where it is, but they have a 2-hour league. So they go out and play for 2 hours, and wherever they are, 7 holes in,
Yeah,
9
I
holes
lup
in,
that.
6 holes in,
That's
they
a
just pick
great
up and they go
idea.
to lunch.
Yeah.
And they're like, that's it. I have 2 hours. I just want to play.
Yeah.
And there's no score keeping. It's just
Yeah.
about having fun, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of coming out to play golf. We just want the ladies to have fun
Yes.
and to feel welcomed.
Yes.
And to build confidence. We've had girls that have messaged us and they're like, hey, I signed up for my company's scramble this year because, they're like, I know I'm not going to play that great, but I at least know what I'm doing now.
Right.
And we're like, that is the goal.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Have a seat in the foursome.
Yeah. Okay, so I love that you were talking about how you got to play with your dad, right? And his encouragement for learning how to play golf. And you talked about the business environment. That was one thing that my dad had told me as well. It's like, if you're going to play golf, just play well enough that when you go out and you're in the business world, you get invited to play golf in the scrambles because a lot of business is done out there, right?
Yes.
Isn't that like a huge part?
Huge part.
Yeah.
Yes, I actually jokingly said I'm going to start charging the guys that keep asking me to play
Yes.
the scrambles at my company because, like, I'm the one carrying you guys. No, just kidding. But no, that is very true, and that's something that the range meetups it promotes a lot of intermingling and mixing and meeting other women from all industries. We have banking, insurance, real estate, stay-at-home moms that it's their night out, maybe looking eventually to get back into the business world. So they're making those connections. So it's been marketing. It's just a wide range of industries that have come together and that it's made it, interconnected.
And it shows for like scrambles. So our swag bags, basically all the things that were donated were from women that own businesses here. And now we do have some men that sponsored holes, and that's amazing.
Yep.
Love you guys.
Yes.
But the majority of what happened here today is because women sponsored it. And they own businesses. Like all of our raffles are amazing women that own local businesses.
Medical spas and jewelry stores.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it's all these partnerships that you're creating that's bringing the community together. You're supporting each other in business. You're driving business to and from each other.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then a huge component is who we have paired ourselves with, Girls on the Run. So it's an international organization, and the local Girls on the Run here, they're amazing. And they came and spoke today because we're giving proceeds to them. But they basically were like, this is the adult version of what we do. So they do girls like 3rd to 5th grade, and they run, but it's after school. They learn all of these confidence building, they do programs, and then they do a 5K at the end. And it's amazing. My niece, Julie's daughter, just did it last year, and I was her running buddy. And it just shows like you're working towards a goal. Just kind of like what we're doing here. Like you show up for a range meetup, you sign up for a clinic, you come play with us, then maybe you come to the scramble, and maybe you go play with your company at a scramble. Like it's all building up to something bigger, but it's all just the confidence to do it. And so we love to partner with them because it really starts that young.
Yeah.
But it's amazing at how many women don't have the confidence still at this age too.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think we always want to do things that we're good at, and starting a new sport, a new hobby is really tough. This is one of the only sports that you practice in one area, you play in a completely different field, and translating that what you're doing on the range to the golf course
Yep.
is so difficult and can take a lot of courage. So we encourage you ladies to come out and participate in events like this and just get out there and just try to play and pick up if you
Yes.
don't want to finish the hole.
Yes.
Yes.
At the end of the day, it's about having fun.
Yes. So tell me what's one thing that you've had from like feedback from your ladies that has been like a game changer for you and your events?
Oh man. So we did start a membership. So we heard a lot, we talked about this earlier, going to the range. Now where do we go from here? We're practicing, so then we started our 9 holes, but also handicaps and the etiquette. And so we do have a membership that they can purchase. We get them signed up with a handicap and just kind of get them to the next level if that's what they want.
Yeah.
So we've heard that feedback.
And we're trying to do more levels, like girls that are maybe getting better, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Let's all go play. We're planning a SheSaidGolf getaway for 2025. So let's go to a really nice course and show what the guys trips are like.
Yes.
And
Such
do
a big
it
topic.
do it as
Yes.
a girls trip,
Yeah.
So we can put ourselves in those rooms. We know the courses, we know how to get there. And so Julie and I have the ability to do it. And now we're like, hey, now we have girls that are also interested in doing it with us, and we're like, all right, great, let's go for it. So I think that's
Some
something.
feedback, yeah.
A lot
And-
of women, it's amazing. They're like relationships. They're like, oh my gosh, I can now go golf with my husband.
Yeah.
And we're like spending quality time together. Or like we'll have girls that will show up to a range with no clubs, and then the next month they're like walking in with new clubs,
Yeah,
and they're like, my boyfriend or my husband
Yeah.
or I just went out and got clubs, and we're like seeing that confidence. It's
Yeah.
wild, like how crazy and fast it builds.
Yeah. And I think
So
then
fun.
through our social media, our Instagram page, where is She Said Golf next? You know, we are
Yes.
here in central Pennsylvania. We're rooted here. But how do we, you know, get our brand, get our mission to other cities, other states? So that's some feedback we're hearing too. And
Yeah.
we're trying to figure that out.
Okay, well, I have to connect you with Sharon. So she started Diamonds on the Green in Texas, in Frisco. They now have 14 chapters around the country.
Oh, very
So
cool.
she just kind of, like you guys are, just wants to be comfortable and bring some gals out and
Yeah.
get like people on the golf course. And
Yep.
now it's happening everywhere. So
Yeah.
we're gonna have to get She Said
Yeah.
Golf in San Diego too.
Okay,
Yeah.
So
like
you guys have
that.
to come
That'd
out
be
and do
fun.
something
Yeah.
there.
Totally.
That will be so fun. So any advice for ladies who have an idea? So obviously are great entrepreneurs. So if they have an idea of how they want to get started doing something, what's like advice you would give them to kick it off?
Oh my goodness.
Find support.
I was just gonna
girls
say.
that will rally around you. I
Yes.
think we are so like we'll say like we have this idea, and our girlfriends, friends that we've just met are like, yep, when, where, what do you need?
Yeah.
So if you need that.
And I think just go with your gut. Like we tossed around this idea for like months of starting a women's social golf club. And, yeah, probably years.
Yeah.
Yes, it was all COVID. You know, I think COVID sparked a lot of, you know, what can we do? And we sat down one day. We were going through like trying to figure out names, what to call ourselves, and we just were like, let's just do it. Like,
Yeah.
why are we waiting? And we just went with it. Figured, hey, if it fails, it fails. Hey, that's life.
But we have no
lesson.
skin in the game,
Yeah.
right? Like we already golf every week.
Yeah, yeah.
We already do this. So we're like, people can just join us if they want.
Yeah.
You know,
So,
like there was nothing.
I
really-
think that just translates to anything. You know, just if you're willing to take that leap of faith, just do it. I mean, I'm not sponsored by Nike or anything, but you know, it's just an easy saying. Do it; it will work out in one way or another.
And I think when you enjoy it, and none of us are going pro. But what we have realized with golf is we have so many memories on the golf course, and so many trips, and so it's really just a vessel. It could be pickleball, it could be anything, right? Golf is just kind of our vessel to get the memories, the community, the girls, the support. It doesn't really matter what it is. It's that we enjoy it and we're actively doing it. Like I think I really see a lot on Instagram of like women golfing in brawls and you know, all of that. And hey, if that's your thing, great.
Totally. Go for
Golf is for She Said Golf is for all women.
Yeah.
You don't need to dress a certain way. You don't need to look a certain way. You can be however old, young. This is not for us. This is like a way to go be outside. We love being outside. We love enjoying nature. We love being active.
Listening
like-
to fun
we like-
music.
Listening to fun music. We like being competitive.
Yeah.
That's fun to have a good shot every once in a while. But golf is just the vessel. And I think the support and the fun is what we gain through that.
Yeah. All right. Well, I know that you guys have to get out there. and-
Yeah.
Yes. We
So
got
we're
it.
gonna wrap it up here. So if you guys could just tell everybody how they can find you, and if they're here in Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania, how to reach out, and leave you guys
So we, She Said Golf on Instagram. We have a website, She Said Golf as well. Gals at She Said Golf, our email. So we are always looking to collaborate, have fun, and have new members. So find us.
Yes. And I think Instagram is really where we post the most and get the most out there. But like Julie said, we are definitely in the talks of expansions. We're not exactly sure what that looks like, but if you are a woman that already has a golf group in your city, your town, and you think that we might be a good fit to come help you guys with setting up a SheSaidGolf chapter, we're open to that. We're open to planning trips all over the country. So it's really just as much fun and as much engagement we can do. Like we're here to do it.
Love it. All right, guys. Jamie Mowery, Julie Young,
Yes.
SheSaidGolf.
Thank you for having us.
Yes,
and
thank
thank
you
you
so
for
much,
coming.
Ashley.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh, how
Love
fun.
Love it.
Welcome
Love
to
it.
Pennsylvania anytime.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Yeah.
I will. And when you're in San Diego,
Yeah.
I'll come out and play with you guys.
Sounds like a
Love
plan.
that.
Absolutely. All right, guys, stay tuned. I'm heading back on the road on the way to West Virginia, somewhere. I don't know. All right, stay tuned. Bye, guys.
Bye. See you.